Hello, my lovelies. So, this is not a holiday style today, but you're getting one tomorrow. But I wanted to do some prep work, and I figured now would be a good time as any to show you guys how to do a French Paranda braid. Basically, we're just braiding our hair up with the Paranda, but we're going to do it French style, and I'm going to show you how to hide the top knot. This is a Paranda. From what I have been able, as you see, it is yarn, lengths of yarn, knotted together all fancy. If you need to know how to make a Paranda, right down here, I'm putting a link to Arrow Odin's tutorial for this. That's where I learned to make mine because she's awesome, so go see her. Any hoodles, from what I've been able to ascertain from the internet, a Google search, Parandas are traditionally worn by Indian ladies, like from actual India, not Native American, but Indian ladies for special occasions. Now theirs are usually made of silk and various beautiful fabrics and fancy stuff, and they use them for special occasions and such. Mine is made out of yarn, which is groovy because yarn is cheap. I would love at some point in time maybe to find like silk yarn or something and make a fancy one, but for our purposes today we're just going to use this green yarn one because that's what I have. Haha. Any of my Indian ladies, please feel free to chime in the comments and either correct me, because I could very well be wrong, or share Paranda stories, or maybe let us know where exactly it is that if we can buy them for ourselves over here in the US or places that are not India. Any noodles. Okay, so this is basically prep work for tomorrow. My hair is damp. You can see it is damp. This is my natural wave pattern. Yay, it's not much. But it is damp because I'm going to braid it up in this so that I will have waves all the way down, clear to the ends, no spaghetti ends with this technique. This is also really good if you like to wear your hair back and out of the way a lot, or if you're like me and you wear a braid quite often. Eventually, tying off the ends of your braids over and over and over again is going to result in damage on the ends. This will prevent that from happening. It also adds color. And for my fine-haired ladies, it adds some mega thickness. Mega thickness. So, we are going to French braid. You don't have to French braid a Paranda in. Arrow shows you how to do it, and she doesn't French it, but I do. So I figured variety. So let me get the top separated. Basically, what we're going to do is start a French braid the way we start every French braid. Bear with me, since my hair is damp, it is not as amenable to braids. I know some of you guys prefer to have damp or wet hair when you braid, and I don't understand. It's much tougher for me if my hair is damp. It must have something to do with hair texture, perhaps. But any hoodles. So we start our French braid, separating our 3 strands, and then right over and left over. And now we add our Paranda. So you want to take it at the top where the knot is, and we are going to slide it up underneath this first turn. In your furthest left strand, you want to add. In the middle strand, which is under my thumb, you want to add. And then the furthest right goes into the pointy fingers, like so. Now we're going to add hair to both sides, just like we always do when we French braid. Separate out. This is the hardest part of this, is getting it started with your knot up under there, by the by. After this, it's pretty smooth sailing. Alright, so we French braid as per the usual. This is also extremely helpful if you French braid like I do by adding to both sides first. I've never been able to French braid the other way. You know, add and braid, add and braid. I add, and then braid. And I don't know if it will work, you know, the traditional way. I truly have no idea, because this is the only way I French braid. So just do it this way and it'll be easier. Alright. And you know me, I usually take fairly large sections anyway, but I especially like the large sections with this because it gives you larger waves when we take it down. And I like big old waves. Alright. Does it cross over? Not quite. One more and then we'll cross over. Incidentally, you will notice that this makes a ginormously thick braid. For my fine-haired gals, it should be pretty cool. If you want to have the illusion, I'm getting ready to do the crossover. If you would like to have the illusion of thicker hair, I do have two thoughts. One is to find yarn that is very similar to your hair color, because then it will hide up in your hair a little better. And my second thought, which was why I'm saying it's a thought instead of, say, a suggestion, because I'm not really very well experienced with it, is perhaps there would be a way to fashion a Paranda out of hair extensions or fake hair. You would definitely have the illusion of real hair a lot better, since it is, you know, hair. Bring it over our shoulder. And I don't know, I think that would be a cool way to like really thicken up your braids without it being, you know, the yarn or the color, if you don't want the colors in your hair. Perhaps. The only thing is it's relatively slippery, so I'm not sure if the knot will work or if you'd have to use some glue or whatever to keep it from slipping. I don't know. I don't really work with extensions or any of that stuff, so I'm a little bit more unfamiliar with that territory. But I'm sure that some of my girls will be able to chime in down in the comments and let us know if it is feasible. It seems like it would be feasible. And it would be a really great way to thicken up your braids. You know, if you were fine hair and just, you know, want really thick hair for a day, maybe. I don't know. So we are continuing to braid down the length of our hair. I need to back up so you can see me. Hello. I'm such a dork. So we are getting to the ends, and the thing is, when you make your Paranda, you want it to be longer than your hair, because we're just going to end up braiding our ends right into it and then braiding past our ends, which will give us you know, the kinky waves all the way down to the ends, so we don't end up with spaghetti ends. But it also, that way the only thing that's touching the hair tie is the yarn, and it doesn't matter if it damages the yarn. I did not make mine a considerable amount longer than my hair. I thought about it, but my hair's pretty long. But, you know, if you're one of my girls that are around VSL or so, and you just want to see what it would be like with hair at your goal length, then you can make a super long Paranda and find out. You know, could be fun, right? So there's the end. As you can see, our hair stops about here, and then we just braid the rest of the way down. So yay, damage free. And here is what our final braid looks like. As you can see, this sucker is thick. It's really heavy. I even check to make sure it looks like a decent braid. Yeah. And as you can see, the green isn't super apparent. Like, it's not uniform all the way down. I'm sure if I really took my time, I could probably make it show it better. But this isn't really for going out. This is for braiding it and then leaving it up, and I'm taking it down tomorrow when we do one of our holiday styles. But I kind of wanted to show you how to get in there. And you can't see where it starts, which is nice. By all means, just wear this as a hairstyle. It's really pretty, and you can bun it. Although, it makes for an exceedingly thick bun. Like, seriously, you guys? See if it'll stay. Look at the size of that thing. Yeah, it makes a really thick braid. Whew. So, any hoodles, there you go. A short one today. Super easy. It's not difficult, and yay! Now you know how to hide the end of your Paranda in a French braid. Not hard. Piece of cake. Let me know if you try it. And please, any of my Indian gals, is there any way we can find Parandas over here? Or anybody who's actually here? Have you ever seen one that isn't made of yarn and is perhaps made of silk? Inquiring minds want to know. Alrighty, that's enough. I'm just babbling now. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow with holiday hairstyle. Until then, everybody have a great day. Alright, guys. Love you. Bye.